this will be the last time I ever do this because I've already done it twice and I don't know how much more my opinions can change. But I feel like I finally recognized the series for what it is. I've watched everything multiple times and I think I'm ready to give my definitive answers. Of course, I will do this with every single season that Total Drama has out there. But as of today's video, I am ranking every Total Drama Island 1 through 3 OG contestant from worst all the way to best. Just keep in mind, everything is only my opinion. Let me know your guys' least favorite and favorite Total Drama Island character. Once again, just my opinion. And I'm a person who thinks about situations and personalities a little bit differently than the average person. It's more in-depth and calculated at who the person is, I guess you could say. But among the OG 25, there is a clear last place. Blatantly, I'm so sorry. That just has to go to you. Low-key, in my opinion, you shouldn't have even been a contestant. That entire plot was a little stupid, but you go off, I guess. Instead of adding this plot point, they've literally could have added Eva as a contestant. Alright, blatantly was a super easy choice, but now this is gonna be extremely difficult because a lot of these people have their own unique charms and quirks and whatnot. But if I gotta be low-key, high-key, when I was a kid, Sierra was a little bit cooler. She probably would have been up here somewhere, but now rewatching this as an adult, I'm like, whoa, that's Bill Cosby in the flesh. He's not even dead yet, he got reincarnated. What the heck? Sarah, you are just really creepy. You were doing a lot of things to Cody. He factually and sternly said no thank you, and sometimes he dropped the thank you. He was just like no, and you just laugh at it it's funny. Nah, Sierra, you a weirdo for that one, bro. I'm glad you got burnt crispy. Alright, my next choice about to piss a lot of you off, but it just has to be said, bro. I'm so sorry, Trent. Now, if he would have stopped at Island, I think he would be a lot higher, but because of action, I can't ignore that. Plus, the fact he stood on the sidelines and acted like a victim, didn't even step up a super lot to try and help Gwen, especially when he realized he was on the side of favor. Trent, you just a little bit weird for that one, bro, especially since while Gwen was crying, or not crying, but she was sad and stuff thinking about you, and you walk past her dorm holding Katie in the left arm and Sadie in the right arm. That's crazy, Trent. But yeah, that's really where my opinion comes into play. Speaking of my opinion, 22nd gotta be a respectable Katie. You really didn't get a lot of personality development because in challenges you are great. If this was ranking challenge wise, you'd be up there because you're actually pretty good. But as a player, as a personality, I would love for you and Sadie to come back, but if only one had to come back, you'd get left behind in a heartbeat. I would not mind seeing more personality though. It's just she doesn't really have one. Filler. I'm just now realizing this is going to be a lot harder than I thought it was. And part of me is afraid to say my opinion, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Beth, I know your personality is there, and I know there is a great character among you. You have a lot of reasons to be higher, and I respect that, and I respect people who would put you higher. Because I'm sure your personality and your story and character development was seen favorably upon a lot of people, but me, I just can't relate to Beth in literally any way. And you can kind of tell some of the plot points with her were a little bit forced just because they knew she was going to be the winner. Out of nowhere, she talking about ring pops and boyfriends, and it started with her having her braces off. Low-key, her winning was kind of right in our face, because why else would Beth get an edit like that? Low-key, high-key. But yeah, like I said, if this was someone else, I would not blame them for putting you higher, but RIP. Alright, Bridget, you gotta be the next one, and I know people love you, and once again, that's respectable, because you are a really good person. You know how bad some people wanted to be in action, how bad they wanted and craved a second chance just for her to get in and not even care when she's eliminated. And for World Tour, she literally tried to cheat on Jeff, so I don't know what you want from me, bruh. And the entire time Jeff was on Redonkulous Race, he was shouting out her the entire time. The only time she shouted him out on World Tour was to be oh, I'm not cheating on you, Jeff. I promise. What? All right. And in 19th place. Once again, another winner getting a very low ranking. Alejandro, like you just have plot armor out the ab, bro. Your funniest moments and best moments that I can even think of was you and Tyler, and that's just for reasons outside of the show that I think are funny as shit. And you being on All-Stars, I think was so horrible because Heather would have had such a good run in that season, bro. She would have been amazing, but instead they put you there, which means, oh, there goes Heather character development. It's just going to be with Alejandro now, and vice versa. Like if they put just Alejandro there and not Heather, that would have been better than both of them. Better? Did I say better? Oh, brother. And in World Tour, he did have a pretty good run, and I do respect his moves, but like you could tell from the beginning that this guy was gonna at least get Final 3, and they shouted him out a ton, I think in like Aftermath or like Aftermath or some shit like that, where he was already a contestant going into like a Big Brother house or something. I think he won that way he could play in this, and it was goofy, bro. I would have liked to see it. Can we get a told you I'm a Big Brother, please? Like, come on now. I even give you permission to steal the name I use, which is House Havoc. Go ahead, you can have it, use it. Like, it's crazy they did Redonkulous race before Big Brother. All right, in 18th place. Bro, I've been looking at these set of contestants for so long. I'm trying to figure out who's next, but it's like, bro, I kind of like all of them. They all have their purpose. This is a fire cast. All right, after a lot of thought and consideration, Jeff, it's you, big dog. I'm sorry. I think your ending in Redonkulous race was very mundane and out of left field and kinda undeserved. Your partner was pretty meh. It's literally just Jeff too. Once again, you did not care at all when you got out in Toll Drama Action. You weren't even in World Tour, and you are an OG. You're a great guy, a party guy, and personality wise, like who I would hang out with, you're really like top 6. But ranking it in a format like this, I just don't know, man. You 18th, you right there. Top 17. 17 is my favorite number, and I'm gonna give it to my boy Owen. I love seeing him in seasons, and I know a lot of people don't like his humor, and I do not like fart jokes. I actually cringe. I think it's something where it's like I have so much sympathy or empathy or something like that where I can like feel other people's cringe and it hurts me just the same. And I hate, oh my god, bro, I hate shows when they do that. That one episode of the reboot where they just be farting and stuff and they press 2 fart bubble gums together. Oh my god, bro, I wanted to hop out the TV and fight the creators. I wanted to throw a fade with Chris McClain, bro. Like, why'd you make this challenge, you dumb ass bitch? Super lazy, super unoriginal. I hate that shit. But Owen, you are a very good contestant, and I think you did deserve your win. But come on, bro, why are you always making it that far in every season you play in? There is no reason. And how he be the greatest contestant of all time, aside from maybe Duncan, and he's not in All-Stars. That is so stupid. Whatever, bro. Actually, you know what, Owen? I'll let you get 16th, because that's when we get out of the red and yellows. I'm gonna put Courtney here low-key. She's the one that got Sadie out. Chris literally just gives her immunity, like 5 immunities in a row or something dumb like that. Like, come on, bro. She basically won every challenge in Action just to get snuffed. Like, they should have let her win, honestly, over Beth. But nah, she sued to get in. She got out in a bull way. She literally got cheated out of Island. Wait a second. Courtney is moving up. Owen is moving up. Justin, there you go. I was kind of realizing I was being biased because I do love seeing Justin on screen, and I want him back for another season. But, you know, with Alejandro here, with Bowie here, with Caleb here, you know, all the stereotypical good-looking guys, I don't think they'll ever bring him back. And he did lose a lot of his charm in Action. Courtney, my reasoning still stands. You are a placement higher, though, and then Owen. All right, the top 14. So out of these 14, Izzy, I think in the past I actually labeled you as my favorite character, but I don't know. I think my point of view was just swayed at the moment because of a theory video I watched. And low-key, your performances in the game, if you wanted to win, I really think you could have. You just didn't didn't want to play a social game. You just wanted everything to be like a fight for challenges and a fight to win. But even then, you had a hard time doing that, even when you were given multiple chances. Keep in mind, if she wasn't brought back in Island, Sadie would have done far better than her. Alright, spooky number 13, gonna give it to Hammerhead Shark. I think he is a great villain, if that's even what you want to call it. I hate how he bullies Harold and he just kind of gets away with it. Like, even Harold's girl, well, if you can call her that, except for a little bit in action, she just be letting it happen. Like, you need to go throw some hands, LaShawn. I know you can. I know you can beat his ass. Go do it. Like, get Harold and it's like, hey, we gonna jump dunking you in. And Harold be like, hell yeah, let me get my nunchuck. We gonna curb stomp him. But yeah, he is a very enjoyable character, and you have to give respects, you know, OG wise, considering how long he lasts every time he plays. Big 30. Alright, Sadie, Ezekiel, y'all are starting to lose your biased armor, okay? We're really getting into the OGs and the greats. Cody, you are a very good person for the most part and a great contestant. I think Sierra playing was basically like a karma served cold for you because of how you treated Gwen, and now you know how it feels to be treated. But at the same time, you did always give her respect, and when she said no, you'd be like, I respect. I'll try again another day. Maybe it'll work. I don't know how that's gonna play out, but you do you, Cody. All right, Gwen, hop up on there. You were a very big character in the first season, and I definitely think you deserve the canon win over Owen. That's a big reason why you're even getting this far, because I think as a character, she got done very dirty, and I think it's horrible. She didn't want to be with Trent. That's fine. You can choose if you don't want to be with someone. That's not a crime, nor should it be treated as such. But for her, it was treated as like a crime, which was some bull. She got blamed for being like a home wrecker when she kissed Duncan, even though factually Duncan and Courtney were not together at the time. But everyone just ignores that, even though the info and evidence is blatantly in their face. And then even after the show, she still gets dunked on just for her ending to be with Cameron. Like, oh my god, bro. Gwen, you should have been in the final two with Scott, and you should have won again. You know what? I'm gonna let you get top 10. Tyler, go ahead. Now, the reasoning for Tyler is I love Tyler as a character. Huge bias towards his personality, and him always trying to, you know, go after Lindsay. No one else. He knows who his girl is. He knows who he wants. And even with her like mistakes and fumble, he still tries to, you know, whatever. Tyler got out in Island when he should have gotten the point, because he did the challenge twice. And the whole thing with Alejandro, once again, I think it's just hilarious. So, all right, Sadie, Ezekiel, your time has come, bruh. Ezekiel, go ahead, get on the blue. Sadie, get on the blue, magenta, pink. All right, now every time I rank, there is this classification of the 6 purple. It just means these are the top 6 characters of that generation, in my opinion. Basically, it's like getting a black jacket. And in 7th place is Noah. I think you are an amazing character. I love the fact they brought you out of everyone back to Redonkulous Race. Your time in World Tour was funny. You are a great character, which is why you made it this far. But now we have the top 6. These are factually my favorite characters. I am looking at my favorite characters of the first gen. They do be fire. And you already know that Eva is 6, but Lord, she is such a waste of character, bro. She could have been something. In my universe, the perfect universe, they would have had her and DJ get together, like not only alliance-wise, but romantically. I know that's top 10 weirdest ships, but that's, if I get to choose one, you know, fandom ship out of nowhere, it would be Eva and DJ. Eva got done so dirty. Like, top 6 in my opinion, just off of like a few episodes in Aftermath. Should have been here, bro. Should have been here. 5th place is DJ, just cause he did have a little bit of character derailment in the 3rd season. And by a little bit, I mean a lot of bit. He stood strong for team victory. And I love the fact he was like cheating at the action game with Chef. And he could have really won that entire game if it wasn't for his moral morals and mama. But his mama thick. I'd follow her rules too. Let me stop. Harold, Lashana, please, bro. Y'all are meant to be together. You are like my set of favorite characters, and I need y'all to rekindle something, bro. Lashana, I know, bro. I know Harold might not be the one you was thinking of when you think of the future and marriage and shit, but bro, Harold got that confidence, and I think you know what I mean. He giving out BDE. Let me stop. I'm just trying to hype my boy up. He deserves it, bro. Lindsay, go ahead. I can't ignore All Stars, bro. You literally forgot how to push. You forgot how to stand, walk, breathe. But everything before that, excellent, amazing. You and Harold should have been the final in action. That would have been, and they were so close to perfection, so close. It's like redonkulous race. It should have been the twin sisters, Emma and Kitty, and it should have been Ennui and Crimson. They were so close to perfection. All right, third place is my boy Harold. I was hyping you up for a reason. Lashana, how you got out in Island was BS. How you got out in Action was BS. How you got out in World Tour was BS. Same thing with DJ, because I think the writers factually know that DJ could have won every single season. That's why they have to get him out in bullshit ways and purges, because they can't get him out to a vote. It's impossible. No one would vote him out except Ezekiel. Heather, you should have been a two-time winner. Heather is one of the only contestants that I think deserve to win again. She might be the only one. Now, is that enough for her to beat Lashana in the rankings? No. Lashana is by far my favorite character out of the entire cast, and I think a lot of you know that, because Lashana is just fire, bro. She's my type of personality, my type of contestant, my type of player, and she was trying to win too. She was doing the games and maneuvers, and the fact, oh my god, I hate how she got out in Island. That was such bull, bro. I hated all of it. But just keep in mind, everything is only my opinion. Thank you guys so much for watching this. I appreciate and respect every single one of you. Please make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I dare every single one of you to have a good day.